Hello, friends. I'm Dr. Cheryl Steffens, the Academic Advisor for Kinesiology and Nutrition Studies at ACU. A little information about me. My faith is very important to me. I'm grateful for a Savior who loves me, forgives me, and rejoices over me. My family is precious to me. My husband John, who's my very best friend, and I have 3 daughters, 1 son, 2 son-in-laws, 1 granddaughter, and 6 grandsons. I love to travel, and I love fun adventures. I want to spend a few minutes going over the topic of university requirements. Every student is required to take these 56 hours as part of the liberal arts education at ACU. I do want to point out that departments are able to predetermine which classes their students will take in order to fulfill these university requirements. For example, you are required to take 6 hours of science as an ACU student, but the kinesiology department might tell you which science classes you are to take to fulfill that requirement depending upon the concentration you choose. So keep in mind that for some of these required classes, you might have specific choices to make from a selected menu. Here is an example of a sample schedule for a kinesiology student. The blue squares represent those university requirements I was just talking about. The pink squares represent the classes required by your major, and the yellow squares represent elective hours. On the left-hand side of the sample schedule, you will see freshman fall, freshman spring, sophomore fall, etc. You will not necessarily take classes row by row. You will definitely be skipping around, but generally speaking, you will be moving from the top of the grid toward the bottom as you work toward your degree. I will be keeping a sample schedule for every student in my office. When we meet each semester for your advising appointment, we will pull it out and look at it together. I'll work to make sure that you're taking the right courses at the right time, as well as confirming that you have the prerequisites for each class that you need to take. Let's talk about some of the facts that you need to know about your major. Both the kinesiology and the nutrition degrees require 128 hours to complete. You will average taking 15 to 18 hours per semester. Both majors have multiple concentrations or focuses. Kinesiology has 6. The pre-athletic training concentration is actually a 3+2 Bachelor of Science program and Master's program. The first 3 years of this plan are spent in undergraduate studies. During the 4th year, the undergraduate work is completed while the master's work is begun. At the end of the 4th year, the student will be awarded their Bachelor of Science degree in kinesiology. In the 5th year, the master's work will be completed, and then that degree will be awarded. The pre-physical therapy and the pre-occupational therapy concentrations will prepare the student for graduate school in these professions. Something important to keep in mind for both of these concentrations is that admission into graduate programs is extremely competitive and is based on observation hours, letters of recommendation, interviews, and GPA, especially in the sciences. The average GPA to get into PT school right now is around 3.8, so you have to start strong in your first semester. Some of the advantages that ACU offers you as a pre-PT or pre-OT student are smaller class sizes, hands-on experience in the Human Performance Lab, undergrad research opportunities, and personal guidance in selecting a meaningful internship. The generalist track in kinesiology is used by students who are planning to apply to graduate schools to earn a master's or a doctorate in kinesiology-related fields. It also offers a more flexible curriculum for students who wish to study kinesiology while taking prerequisites in preparation for applying to professional schools such as med school, chiropractic school, or physician assistant school. The sport and recreation management concentration deals with the business side of sports. Whether professional, collegiate, amateur, or recreational, all sport entities operate as businesses or use business practices. Those who work in this field are responsible for dealing with ethics, marketing, finance, organization, facility management, event management, law, and promotions of a sport organization. The health promotion track in kinesiology is especially for any student interested in encouraging clients towards meeting their health goals in commercial, community, or corporate, or even clinical settings. The minimum GPA requirements for all 6 of these tracks range from 2.0 to 3.2, and an internship is required for each one of them. Students declaring a major in nutrition will choose a concentration in either exercise science, community, food service, or the didactic program in dietetics. Acceptance into the didactic program in dietetics requires a formal application process after earning 60 credit hours with a GPA of 3.2. It also requires an interview. Graduates of the NDPD are prepared to enter dietetic internships, after which they may sit for the registered dietitian examination. Before I finish up, I want to spend a few minutes sharing with you about the Discovery Program. If at any point in time you are uncertain as to which is the right or best major for you, or you're starting to second guess what you really want to do with your life, the Discovery Program could benefit you. In this program, you would take a personality assessment that would help you find what your passions and interests are. You would be led through 5 sessions that will improve your understanding of the connection between who you are and what you are or could major in while here at ACU. This program is offered free of charge to ACU students. If at any time you want to find out how to participate in the Discovery Program, contact Grant Overman at grant.overman@acu.edu or go to the program's website, acu.edu/discovery. So let's talk a little bit about our upcoming virtual meetings. Today, an invitation has been sent to you with a link for you to use to schedule an advising appointment with me. Appointments will last approximately 30 minutes. Before your scheduled appointment time, write down any questions that you have about any of this presentation, questions about your schedule, or just general questions about ACU. We'll go over them at our meeting. I will also be asking you about things like whether you want to go to study abroad, participate in the Discovery Program, or go on a mission trip while you're here at ACU. On the day of our meeting, I will send a Zoom link to your ACU email address. So here is my contact information. Please save it in your contacts so that you can remember how to get in touch with me. One very important habit that will help you and me is for you to always put your first and last name and your banner ID number in the subject line of every email you send to me. That helps me find it in my inbox. Please know that I am here for you. I pray for you often. You matter to me. Let me know when you need help with anything. Go Wildcats!